Hello, everybody. It's another Play It Forward here on the Loading Ready Run Video Entertainment Network. I'm Beej. Nice to see you. I can't see you. I see you in the chat. That counts, right? Ooh, Fisticles has showed up. Awesome. Just because I like saying that name. It's like Spectacles and Testicles, like all those great Greek names. Octopodes. Gotta get on top of these nuts. Right. It's more Betrayal at Krondor. We're going to start in a second. First things first, I want to say hi to everybody out there in YouTube land. If you're watching this on the VOD, you can also go over to the main channel and youtube.com/loadingreadyrun and sign up to subscribe there. But sign up for the YouTube memberships, a way to financially support the channel. If you like doing the whole YouTube money thing, giving us money via YouTube's commerce mechanism. I have no idea what it is. Or you can of course go to our Patreon. I'm rearranging windows is why I'm not really paying attention to what I'm saying. You can go to patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. That is our Patreon, and you can back us there and join about 2,500 other people who are kicking in a fair bit of money to keep us rolling here. And as always, it seems like a lot, but again, we have to split it among a lot of different people. So all the places in which we make money help keep us afloat. So in any way that you want to do that for us, we really appreciate it, including, hey, the store. Actually, no, because I don't have to do Twitch until later. So Twitch is another way to do it. Twitch subscribers and Twitch bits. I will, of course, go through all you guys in the stream, and I can see you out there in the chat land. And store.loadingreadyrun.com. That is the place on which to buy merch. And speaking of merch, if you pre-ordered on our store a while back, or if you backed the Kickstarter, and I'm trying to get everyone to talk about this, so I'm going to have to talk about it too. If you backed our Kickstarter for the Season 11 Year of Lure, and you backed it at a level that got you the DVDs, or if you, as I'm discovering, backed the Kickstarter, and then also chose to back further to qualify for the Blu-ray set or the DVD set, you should have gotten an email from lurstore@pmcfulfillment.com asking you to confirm your address, because we have those and they're ready to go. A neat wrinkle about Kickstarters, or at least how they used to run, if somebody bid in at a tier, pledged in at a tier, and then decided they want to pledge at a much higher tier, later on, or at a different tier, lower tier, that would be the DVD buff tier, or at the all everything tier, or whatever, Kickstarter wasn't breaking those out. And I found more people that apparently deserve DVDs or Blu-rays. So if you don't know if you qualified or not, you should probably go check your backer situation, because I think it still will have you locked in there as whatever. And then you can email lurstore@pmcfulfillment.com with your information, your backer number and whatnot. I found like 50 more people today that apparently should qualify if that was their original intention, because you could back the tier. You could back it like $50 for the tennis tier, for example, the tennis pro tier, and then you could have backed it like another 50 for a different tier and another 60 for something else, but that extra 50 and extra 60 is 110, and that 110 makes me think that that's for your DVD and Blu-ray thing. So I actually literally have no idea. I have no idea if you're supposed to, if your intention was to back for 3 different things or 2 different things. And yeah, it was not a perfect system back then. The way that it's working now apparently works a lot better. That I believe you get to like specify, I want to back at this tier, I want to back at this tier, and it actually matches that. But I've also seen people talk about how when Backer Kit became a thing. Remember when we were doing this was like, I think might have just been pre-Backer Kit, I can't remember, but Backer Kit was a thing, and apparently that's how people actually added on the little a la carte extras and stuff as they do them through Backer Kit, and I believe we did not have that option. So anyway, that's how it all is. I think it's interesting that we're finding this out, and I also am glad that we have found all this extra information, and now I am compiling information to get stuff together And it is a lot easier to hold a Kickstarter now these days, is my understanding. So let's start with going to the game. It's the game. You can see it. Let's get in the headspace of the game. It's Chapter 4, Marked for Death. We are to escape from the Northlands. Let's talk about where we are right now. We're underground. And we are here in Sarsargoth. Now, our options, of course, we have to try to get out and go to any of these other places and cross at places to leave. Now, we're gonna figure out what all this means, but I also have a walkthrough open here that tells me things I need to do. And it's like, first, here's the recommended procedure, because apparently this is an escape chapter. It's not so much about trying to do a whole bunch of different stuff, but it's like, Goreth and Owen, imprisoned in the dungeons below Sarsargoth, must go from the lower to the upper level and then the upper level to the surface. And then it says, find and activate Nailer's rib. All right. And then it says we need to go to Armengar, which is the white dot to the left. It's the one over here that I'm circling. Anyway. And then it wants us to do a bunch of other things. So I'm happy to follow. We're obviously going to be told the right things that we have to do. And the webmaster here says it's quite possible to finish this chapter without activating Nailer's rib, because the webmaster did not do it the first time they played the game. And so there's also a lot of other things, like the chapter can be finished without doing a whole bunch of other things. You can even like cross the bridge and leave that you need to cross if you just want to have a fight. But if you do that, you're going to miss a lot of the story. And I'm like, well, we want to try to get as much story as we can out of this if we can. That's what I'm going for. And let's see. Let's get back into here. So first things first, we're going to have a look around and figure out what it is we have to do. I have, of course, grabbed everything that I could out of 2 boxes, so we should just be ready to start. I see that we got a question in the chat. Is there no checkpoint this week? There is no checkpoint up right now, and I'll take this. Why not? There's no checkpoint up right now. It was a very intense PPR, so well, I guess we're gonna need rope, aren't we? Thank goodness somebody has rope. And so we're kind of we haven't made a decision yet as to whether we can record tomorrow or not. We might just not be able to record tomorrow either, and that might mean that there will be no checkpoint. But I don't have a...
No.
I don't know.
No. There is no checkpoint. If you get one tomorrow, they'd be happy about it. But there is no... Don't expect one.
Yes, that sounds good.
Don't tell them that.
Okay. Of course, everything that's on the streaming schedule is still happening, so that's good. It is very much a, you'll get a thing. And won't that be great when you get the thing? Is what I'm hoping. Now let's see. I believe we came in over here. And I also believe that, yeah. Oh, this is not where we came in. That's interesting, though. It just a pit, and I don't see anything else over there. And then there's that. So I want to go back towards the other direction. So that was the south. Where did we actually come in? Did we come in over here? Probably. Okay. Right. Owen shivered, uncertain how long he and Gorath had spent in the darkness of the room beyond, each rendered helpless by the mind-numbing drugs administered by Delicon's assistant. He was in no hurry to return to the cages. I think you already know what lies that way, he said to Gorath. Let's try another way. Well, there's this way. And it's a pit. And it looks like it's a pit ending in a wall. We're not going to know that for sure unless we step up to it, are we? So back out into the thing we go. So we're headed east at the moment. Yeah, Twitter's already said we're not getting checkpoint. Then I would just take that as that's where we're at right now. Oh, everyone is writing things. And now I want to catch up on what everyone's writing. Oh, of course we're out of adult large unisex fit Lure Pride shirts. I guess we don't really have have like a child's fit, do we? I guess we can go south. Why not? I literally have no idea how big this level is, so let's zoom out a little bit more. Good, that's good. Let's start by going south. We almost always sell out the larges. I will definitely be getting reprints on those as soon as I can. Oh. Okay, so I feel like this direction, it is a good direction, and boy do we have a lot of keys. Nope. Nope. But that cellar key. That would be a hell of a thing if it opened it. Cool. All right. So we could... I think we don't have to do... Since we don't know how to get in here, I have a feeling that it might actually be the kind of... This lockpick situation might be like, there's stuff behind here, but only if your lockpick is so high that you can get through it. So we could certainly train Gorat's lockpick for a bit. Oh, Kaku, don't feel bad about that. She's having Heather was just having some fun with you guys. She was not trying to be like she didn't want anyone to feel bad about asking. She's having a bit of a goof. It's hard to tell when you can't see somebody's face, I realize. But if we're gonna get a Pride shirt restock, it will probably take about a couple of weeks because it depends on when we can get into the setup. Right, they have to prep everything. They have to have enough shirts in stock. Yeah, God willing, we'll get through all that. Is it going up? I mean, it is. So that's something. I'm pretty sure Owen can't open this, so... I mean, if he can't, then it means there's a special key down here, and I don't know about that yet. Can Owen open it? I just realized. Oh. Okay. There might be a special key down here. So we know that the south exit is currently blocked. We know that the west exit leads us back to a place that we don't want to go. We know that the north exit is what should take us out of here. And the east exit, is it also blocked by a way we can get out? It is a much more unusual lock. Any of our keys fit? Whoa, that was a Gildus Thorn that did that. Cool. Almost never get a chance to use those. Maybe we'll... Their attack was unexpected. I'm sure. I mean, in your own dungeon, you probably don't expect that you're going to get rumbled like this. I'm going to say that guy's got the crossbow. Okay, well, I'm maybe one guy of the crossbow guys. Two guys have crossbows. I mean, maybe all of them have crossbows. What do I know? Let's just take this guy out. There we go. Oh, I'm not at all pleased about this situation. Sure. It's like, are you a combat mage? What the hell are you? Search the bodies. Alright, our abilities have increased. Now what we need to do is get out of here. Fine. I'm gonna have a quick look at the Sarsargoth maps, maybe. Okay, so where we start, apparently the south is the way out. So we can go north and then we can go east, and we've chosen to go east first. And yeah, wow, there's lots of places to explore here. So I'll go east first and do a lot of exploration there. We'll go north after that. And then after that, it's south. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And in fact, let's just... Cool. Okay, I think I'm going the way I want to go first. A grave. Delacan united the clans to the north of this spot. All who visit here should kneel and praise the gods for his grand power and wisdom. Shall we dig up this grave? No. We're going to use all these torches up. And then I'll use the Ring of Prandir at some point. Still buffed? Heavy buffs. What are we looking at here? Sentinel Ogre. 45, 46. It's not bad. Will this work? Sounds like it did. What were they carrying? A sword and a sword. Sword of Kinnear, too. Alright. Let's go down this hallway first. Try not to get rumbled by pits. Like, we're still looking... Oh! Owen's accuracy melee went up. Nice. So Felipe Modesto, the reason why you only see this many people is because we split the party a little while ago. You know what? I don't really know what this even does. Let's find out. Must have done something. Oh, I see. I mean, that's good too. So Potionoxo gets them to not only they run away from you. So yeah, James isn't dead. He's just elsewhere currently. And we'll just... It's funny because, I mean, if any of these guys run, it'd be very interesting to see them want to run. Because what would be the point, ultimately, right? It's like, if they run, this is still their dungeon. I'll take that. One of us has the Silverthorn, right? Okay, that's good. And one of us should probably repair some armor. Well, with the situation we're in, I feel like we're gonna swap a bit. I'm gonna use that up. That'll be fine. I am definitely not interested in carrying around a lot of other stuff. Let's give Owen the picklocks. And that way we can give that back to him. Yeah. Spider that. Sounds good. Spider. Okay. Did that dude. Oh. He's got some dragon plate. Imagine if I was coming through here previously, I'd be pretty excited when I came across a guy wearing dragon plate. Even if it was at 46, I'd be like, awesome. Definitely do not need rations. We got lots of rations, probably even more than enough than we need right now. Let's start by doing the turns. That's a pit. And that pit ends in a dead end. And that's what the map says too. So I'm going to assume that no reason for me to do any of that. Oh. Tate, though blind as well, can lead the blind well. Cats. Bats. Oats. Cans. Cane it is. So what do we got here? A medium crossbow? Sure. Light crossbow? Sure. Herbal pack? Sure. Good for dudes we're carrying around poison swords, right? They give us a herbal pack just in case, so we don't have to die of poison down here. Some very thoughtful programming. Now I think if we go back this way, because the other two we've seen, this is going to take us back to that main run we were in where we fought those dudes. Yep. And so we're going to go over here. And I don't see anything over there. Sure. Definitely not anything over here. Okay. Just using up our rope. Go this way. I'll let Gorath have a shot at opening it. Hey, abilities went up. Are we still juiced? It looks like we're juiced. All right. Ah, spellcaster. Well, how about we give him the full Thoughts Like Clouds? Or half of Thoughts Like Clouds, anyway. Gorath can straighten him out in a big hurry. Owen can shut that dude down. Gorath. Owen. Nice. No. Are you kidding me? It's trapped. Alright, I think I have the highest lockpick thing right now. Let's just see if I can open this. Wait. Good. Great. Evil Seek. Don't think I have that. We don't have it. We do now. So I've got the rope, and we have 7 rope left. Now we have way more rope. And we have that, which is good. That has 7 on it. That has 11 on it. That's going to be fine. What do these guys have? I mean, personally, I think it's funny that where we're at is having the freedom to be able to, like, just beat the tar out of everybody is pretty good overall, right? Like, it's like I feel like right, transfer back. Oh, don't. So it's like, because we have the whole underground here is kind of set up to be like, okay, you've lost all your money, you don't have much of anything, you might have started here with whatever, but if you're strong enough to make it through these fights, you're going to get some money back in your pockets, and you're going to find some other stuff that you can carry around, things that are going to help you get through the dungeon, right? It's largely set up for us to... Wow, Gorath's really not doing great there. I need to... He needs to have some stuff. Let's put down this. Let's transfer this to, or, you know, let's give him a full one. And he can... That's probably good for now. Actually, I want him to have that on him, actually, don't I? So we'll let him have the whetstone on him. And we'll give those to Owen. Got 20 and 24 and 24, and that's fine. Yeah, that's the light crossbow. Oh, hello. An interditer key. A skeletal death's head grinned on the key's haft. An interdictor key, Gorath said, tapping the key against the palm of his hand. These keys are the only way to open locks that have been blessed by the Death Goddess. I'm not sure I want to find the door this opens. Well, it's ours. And it's in the key ring, so... There were more dudes that we killed. Oh. Let's keep using those torches, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. And he wasn't carrying anything that interesting. And we already got what we needed off of him, I think. We're going to repoison our sword. Alright, we're done up here. Means there's a pit that we have to cross. And I believe we turn right. We're going west to get out of here. Okay, so we did that. So now the north exit is the one that we were able to pick open quite easily, and we were headed here first. And this has a pit that goes... Oh. This has a pit that goes nowhere. You know what? Maybe we'll just camp until he's healed. Why not? I have so many rations. Oh. Is it because the pit is dangerous? Or is it because we can't see anything? Ah, what the hell? Cool. Oh, nothing over here. Okay. Oh. A lone witch hag stood before them, hands on hips. Their opponents seemed completely prepared for the attack, making Owen wonder if there were reinforcements close at hand. In any event, he guessed that the witch hag was well trained and even alone would give them quite a fight. Sure would. Let's see. Thoughts like clouds? Yeah, let's do that. Just need long enough to stop you from being a dick. Yep. Really? Oh, we need to get him a few pips back anyway. So I'll take a couple more of those. And Gorath can have... Sure. One of those. Excellent. Turn the corner. Put down a bookmark. I can see you. We haven't even... I haven't even jazzed these dudes recently. I should do that again. Let's see here. Strength up. That up. T up. Defense up. Cast up. I always stumbled. I do need to work on my spellcasting, obviously. That's... I mean, as Coyote says, wow, as Coyote says, it can't be, hygienic leaving corpses around like this, and I mean, you're right, it can't be, but we don't have to clean them up. Let's take the better ring, the fuller ring, medium crossbow, medium crossbow. No reason to restring a bow. of that. Some more of that. Some Tithys Pithys. And we do need to get some more Fatimor's formula out here, so maybe what we should do is drop a few things on this dude. How much more do I have to put on him? No, that's it. Okay, so we'll take the spider back. And we're going to do a... transfer a thing over. Hand that to Gorath for now, to make a little room. And we'll give that back to Gorath. And I'll take the shovel back. What else is over here? We need to give that back. And all right, he can't have the next one. Let's put the shovel in this guy, and we'll let Owen drink this one. Excellent. Let's go forward. We'll come back. Nothing. Yeah, there's a door here. There's no one else here. This is going to be one of those things where it's like, and everything ends. Nope. That's the Gildas Thorn that they were going to give us so we could actually... open that other door. Nothing over there. Nothing over here. Now we go back down to where we were before, which I believe is a straight shot with no pits. Yep. And now it's the south exit. All right, let's take a look at what's beyond this door. All right, so there's that other direction. There's a T. They just have, you know, pits hanging out in the middle of their lair. So now this, I believe this one here, the East Passage, is colored a completely different color than the rest of the dungeon. I could really stand to see what I'm doing. Wait. I'm still juiced, okay. I think I would always rather just spend the 10 just in case if Gorath was to miss for some reason. I feel like I'm doing pretty good, actually. It's just Owen kick the shit out of this dude. Why not? Oh, yeah. You got so good at being quiet. Killian's root oil. Not like we have a lot to... I'm not going to worry about that. Could dump one of these brooches, I guess. Or a really shitty ruby. Brooch is probably the way to go. Can't dump it there. I have an idea. Let us just put that into a bag and maybe somebody will find it. Hell yeah. More of that Postionoxum. So then they're kind of like, how long have you been down here? Would you like to eat? And I'm like, I would like to eat. You're right. Probably end up having to, if you don't have yourself all tricked out like this, so you're not that strong currently, you're probably having to like fight some dudes and be like, I'm barely alive. Okay, camp for like 3 or 4 days down in the dungeon. They'll never find us here. Are these all going to be... They're all going to be the same key, aren't they? Oh, this looks like a party. Good thing I'm invited. How big is this? Not so bad. I bet you've got a crossbow. I bet the guy in the further back has a crossbow too. Gorath probably takes this guy out. Oh, maybe not. Oof. All right. Strength went up. That's cool. Stealth went up. That's fine too. Box! Are you kidding me? Every box in somebody's secret whatever should be trapped all the time, right? That's what you do, is you trap boxes in your own stronghold. Now see, there we go. That's a number 3 blessed two-handed broadsword. More rations. Ah, piss. Well, what's in it? Ah. Well, we could reload from bookmarks. That's probably the thing to do. We're of course going to have to do that fight again, but whatever. Where did we last bookmark ourselves? Oh, are you kidding me? All the way back here? Well, I did want to explore. I thought for sure I would have been skookum enough to pick that. Oh well. So if we go this way, we're still juiced. We can do this fight. I mean, if Gorath gets up to him right away anyway, it's pretty fine. Alright, take care of this guy. Rest. Take care of this guy. Rest. Take care of this guy. Hit this dude. Hit this dude. Hit this dude. No, you gotta come down here, my dude. There we go. Oh, stealth went up. It was going to anyway, wasn't it? Let's turn that back on. How is our health? We're looking pretty good. Gonna need that. I wanted that, right? We had to bag something terrible. Or not as good as. I could probably just get her my aventurine, actually. It's not like we really need it. We're not really doing a lot of... Cool. Bookmark down. Still good? We are still juiced. I mean, just for fun. Great. Sareg! Right. Let's let Gorath play with that a little bit. So that is a very trapped box. Oh. Oh, we're full. Another ring of Brandir. Can Gorath doesn't need to drink one right now. Oh, Naphtha. That's fun. And Tsirani Heavy Crossbow. He's still using that one. That's fine. I want that Naphtha, though. It does so much damage in a single strike. Oh, I know what we can do. Camping till healed. And all of a sudden I have an extra spot in my inventory. Let's use the ring. I definitely do want to unpack that. And right now, Owen's got a 93 and his lockpicking. Does that get any higher if I max him out? It probably doesn't. No, it's still 93. And Gorath's base at 53. I don't think the amulet's going to give him any more juice. So 93. Let's just try. Let's just... No, it's going to go off no matter what. How dead are we? Not that dead. Fair trade? I don't know. Just camp until healed some more. And use that ring again. Did anyone have rations on them? This guy did. Anyone else? Have that. That's 8. That's 9. That's 10 charges. That's 9 charges. Oh, you can't put it down while you're using it. That makes sense. Cool. Yeah, we basically just waited for the torch that was in the pack to burn out because I wanted to get rid of them anyway. That's why we made room. Or how we were able to make room is I just waited for the torch to burn out by camping and being like, great, now we have room in our pack. We can do this. Yet again. It's beyond this door. Let's go straight because I know that ends in a dead end. Let's go north? North, because I know that ends in a dead end as well. Yeah. Get back to the thing. And this is the way we want to go. But we have lots of other stuff left. I hope I have ropes left. Ah. It's like looking for guys and I couldn't quite see anybody. That nap is so good. So these are Sentinel Ogres. They don't carry much either. Let's see what went up here. Oh, it's been 30 days, and also defense has gone up, and strength went up for Gorath, which is nice. It's nice. All these things are nice. Yeah, these dudes carry, like, a sword, and I guess some rations, which we keep clicking the wrong thing, which we are fine with. There's already a dead guy in here, so that's interesting. I wouldn't have put the ogre at, like, I'm the kind of guy who only wants to use, like, fuck no, cancel. I want to use a rapier. It's like, that seems kind of weird for an ogre to decide to do that, like, just in the context of old-timey lore and shit, but also, why are there, like, there are some dead bodies down here that aren't the dudes that I fought. Is somebody making room for us? Maybe they are. Alright, continue north. This big hallway. And that's it. that should be the entire side of this map we have explored. The southeast section. And I need to turn to my west. We put that brooch in there, and that didn't we? I guess we did. Somebody must have picked it up. That's cool. Whatever, dude. Okay, we are now back in what was noted on my map as this blue map. We are not juiced, so let's pause a brief second to really just overcompensate for just our own abilities and turbocharge this whole fight that we're about to have. Ah, Gora charged forward, caught off guard. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna guess this guy with a crossbow. I'm gonna send... Guessed wrong. I'm gonna send Gorath into here. Oh, I should put Naphtha on his sword, right. And we're just gonna have Owen line this dude. All right. Another heavy crossbow, which I don't think I want at the moment. How good is his... Oh, I can't tell because I keep tithing him. I mean, the quarrels are making up a lot of the difference now, right? Like, it's like 30 and 20. That's adding 20. This is adding 25. If I took this... I mean, maybe is about the time that I get rid of this. Yeah, at this point, which means keeping one of these around is not going to help me in the slightest. If Gorath wants to use his crossbow at all, he's got a nice crossbow now. We're going to get him an even nicer one in the future. This one. It's going to be... I'm going to give him this one. I'm looking for a very particular type of crossbow called a Bessie Mauler, and I have no idea what it looks like, so I have to keep checking all the brown ones in case it's the one that I'm looking for. Oh, they all. Yeah, they were all carrying them. 79, 77, 70. Yeah, okay. Oh. Pick up some royals. Still juiced? We are. $101% chance of hitting this dude. That was good. I liked that. I gotta put Naphtha back in his sword. I keep forgetting. Let's just run over here. That's good. Need to kind of keep Owen, yeah, because he's suffering all that stamina damage currently. We have 4 rations right there. I guess I could just, I guess we could probably camp out a bit. Or I could just drink 6 of those. No. Here. You have those. How's Gorath doing? Yeah, we could both stand to camp a bit. Maybe we'll just do that. That's good. This man is still dead. We don't need to worry about what's going on there. Let's grab those extra rations from this guy. Oh, okay. Thank you, Sapo. The Bessie Mauler looks very different. It's a long hallway, holy shit. Followed by a very short, fat hallway. Followed by a save, just in case. There's a thing in the middle of the room. No. It is 9 o'clock. I'm going to have to take a break. In fact, we just opened a chest. Gorath's lockpick went up. That's cool. Not worried about training it at the moment, but yeah, we are going to take a brief break then, because it is about where we want to be to run ads. So let's put down a proper save. We are almost out of the lower level, which feels great. We're going to have to be in the upper level then soon, and that's going to mean whatever that means. But stick around. More Betrayal at Krondor after these messages. Welcome back to Play It Forward here on Loading Ready Run Entertainment Network on twitch.tv, but also available on YouTube, because I know some of you are watching this on the YouTubes. Enough of you are watching it on the YouTubes. And I'm glad you're enjoying it. Enough to continue watching it. The process of getting my hair back on, God, the hair on my face is just so long now. But yeah. Continuing playing this. Did we opened this chest, didn't we? I think we did, yes. There was nothing in it I wanted after I took everything out of it. Which does sound like me. And there's only one way out of this room. We figured that out too, and now we're on our way. Yeah, it's become a process to get my... I'm just going to have a look here. According to the map, there are no more pits. That doesn't mean I'm not going to be careful. It just means that there are no more pits. But yeah, it has become a process to get my headphones back on. Let's juice the juice. I'm not going to bother with that. Okay. Owen's got to keep casting, or else we're not going to up his spell casting. Gorath's going to get in the scrum. they're going to fall for it. Owen's going to continue to cast. And we're just going to keep forgetting to put Naphtha on his sword, which is working out because he's one-shotting all these dudes, thanks to that strength and whatnot. So it's good. Maybe now we'll put the Naphtha on his sword. Put an edge on it while we're at it. Excellent. Just walking around with a bunch of poisoned rations. That's sad. Like, give Gary the poisoned ones. What? Yeah, we're fine. Why is it always Gary that gets the shaft? Right, wrong. It's the wrong side. That's got 4 left. That guy's got nothing. So where are we? We're in that top hallway there, which goes nowhere except to the side. And then there's a T-junction coming up. So I need to go this way first to prove that there's nothing over here. Oh, but there's a chest. Scent of Sarag is available. Oh, word lock. Yeah, I love this. This odd thing seems to get wetter the more it dries. Paint? Yeah. Towel it is, everybody. I find myself mildly frustrated by the fact that every time you guys are like, oh, it's this, and I'm like, oh shit, they're right. And I'm just, yeah. Well, let's restring that. Why not? But yeah, very classic. Okay, so at the T-junction, if we head south and make a turn, another T-junction, we want to head south again. That's north. There's no one down here. Okay. I was like, oh, I thought it would be a fight because it's a wide hallway. This might be a fight. Don't see one. All right, we're going to head... Oh, there is one right over there. West. Korath takes that guy. Yes, there we go. It means more particle effects, which sucks, but... And nothing Owen can do here to do that man in, so we'll just do that. I see everyone is discussing the flu, which is exciting too. I saw the fact that it's like last year in North America, it's just U.S. or like U.S. cases of the flu plummeted. There was like just over a couple thousand or something instead of like a few 100,000. And then what was the other thing that they said? Because of the success of mRNA vaccines in fighting COVID and the fact that we have one that's been like that's essentially being massively tested on the human population. I try not to think about it that way because it's like but it's doing its job, it's working, and that's they did all the things they were supposed to do to prove that it'd be safe, and it is safe. So let's not look beyond that. But let's not feel weird about that, I guess I should say. But also the fact where they were like, they could start using mRNA as a way of making vaccines for a lot of other diseases because it's had such a massive success in being proven as a technology. That's exciting to me. The idea that we just have to we just have to like companies who make vaccines and stuff can be like, hey, now we can actually make some cool vaccines for other illnesses, for flus, for malaria, for HIV. Oh man, that sounds great. As a cancer fighting technology, they were talking about using it for. And I mean, we're like, oh, we can cure cancer. It's like cancer is not one of those things that's like you snap your fingers and a cure for cancer appears, right? It's always about treatments for cancers with an S. But I am very excited to live in a world where, as a potential treatment for a lot of different types of cancers, I think this might be a very valuable tool. So yeah. All right. There's a chest. Goes off in our faces. This kingdom fool has married many women, yet he has never been married. Priest? Priest? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, you look armor, eh? Korath's got too much of Venturine at this point. The Killian's root oil might as well, like... I can't do much about this at the moment. Let's just start playing silly buggers here. That shovel back on. And that ruby, is that worth more or less than some of these? We got some 80s, 70s, 80s. Let's get that in there. Let's grab a ruby. Don't need the Ulilico armor. Korath held stairwell. For a moment he narrowed his eyes as if he were intently listening, then turned to face his companion. I should like to know your opinion, he said, his eyes lambent in the nearer darkness. It is possible that Delicon has posted guards on the other side of this stairwell. If so, we may die even before we draw weapons. We'll die if we don't go up, as I see it, Owen replied. Die in a dungeon or die fighting for our lives. I'd at least like to think I was trying something. Korath smiled. At times you are not the boy you pretend to be, but still we have to make the decision. Are you ready to make the ascent now? Yes. Stairwell was unguarded. Breathing a sigh of relief, Owen followed after his friend as they progressed down the corridors of the dungeon. But there's some guys here, so let's have a little more liquid courage. Hey, little puppy Jace with some raiders. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Oh, they were not surprised. No. It's you and me, dude. And I've had a lot of fun kicking the shit out of guys so far, so you're first. There we go. Owen's gonna carry the entire combat. Just watch. Okay, you know what? Rather than carry the entire combat, I hear we like to freeze people. How are you missing? He's frozen in place. Imagine standing there, frozen in place, and wondering to yourself, am I about to get my ass handed to me? Is this dude beating the shit out of me and that's it? This is how I meet my end. And it's like, yeah, it is, in fact. We gotta find a way to repair our armor hopefully soon, too. Okay, that's fine. Oh, Gorath took a beating there. Alright. So, let's load up the other map that I wanted. Actually, hang on, I'm not loading up any maps currently. So, covering the other maps, telling me, here's how you get out. You're going to need these particular keys to get out, fighting a witch hag, doing whatever. We've walked through all the chambers. We found the Evil Seek spell. Apparently, this spell is extremely valuable to Owen and is essential in order to get out of the dungeon and finish the chapter. Oh, good thing. We went back through all the other things. We fought some goblins. We fought some warriors and stuff. It's like, hey, do you want to... We open the priest chest, and then we get to go up. This is small and fairly straightforward. Just look out for the pits. If you want to get out of here, there's 4 unavoidable combats. I can also fight some other ones as well. Doesn't seem to be too big a deal if I do that. Oh yeah, this is fairly straightforward. Okay. I have a map for it, so... Now, that's the thing I haven't figured out yet. Does a healing pack actually help you recover stamina and whatnot? Or is it just for, is it just for getting over other things? Because it's like, you know, it couldn't help regain lost strength. It would go a long way to increase the rate at which he healed. So I'm assuming the lost strength has to do with stamina, that you can't get your stamina back when you're using this thing. Well, might as well use 8 of those. That sounds like fun. We've got lots more restoratives if we need them. Ah, there are pits. We're going to go straight through the door, because this is just a standard-ass room. Another interditer key, I bet. Yep. There is a fight in here. And we are still heavily juiced. Move Owen back, probably. Should have moved Owen up a bit, so it would have drew this guy towards him. Then again, he might just decide to do this. Alright, let's get some more naphtha on that sword. That's good news. I like that. What's this dude carrying? Restoratives. Ah. Well, I like that. I would like to have it. Here, I will take it from you. I've used that. Put that back. This marvelous thing, though it sounds absurd, contains all our letters, but is only a word. I mean, Arclight, you make a good point. Keeping some Natha the dupe might be nice, but I largely don't care. I'm seeing already some people in the chat posting ideas. And I bet you it's Alphabet. Sequoia, that's good. I think he's full up on Aventurine. Yes, he is. And who knows, we might find some, we might find even some better, we might find more Naphtha along the way, who knows. All right, we've been through everybody's satchels, stolen their shit. Why do I keep doing that? Are we on 13 or 14? 14. And we're fine, I think. We're going to be told here in like a very short period of time that we have to. should have muted that. That we need rest or something. Oh, more guys to fight. I'm poisoned. Rather, Owen is poisoned. Oh yeah, I'm not ever going to sneeze into the mic. That's really just... I mean, I guess I shouldn't say I'm not ever going to. That's kind of a bad... You know, it's like I'm setting a thing for myself where I'm probably going to screw up and sneeze someday without meaning to into the mic and then be sad about it that I've done such a terrible thing. I'm going to do my best to avoid it if I can. What's this way? He said. Nothing. What's this way? He said. Nothing. Let's turn on that ring one more time. All right, they all need the interdictor key or else you can't get out. Oh shit! The fight's out. Oh, let's get drunk. Hang on a second here. No, I think we're okay. That guy. Oh, no. I'm not gonna let that stand. You can F right off. All right, so we haven't actually... I got poisoned again. I want to keep clicking this because I want rations. You can have all of them. We'll dump them if we don't need them. The bodies seem a lot bigger now. Don't need either of those. I guess we got them all. All right, that's fine. Go this way. We're supposed to go north. Of course, there's nothing there. Right. There's a chest. All right, I already know the answer to this one. Answers its caller without being asked, responds within seconds, and speaks all languages with equal ease. Again, if you have the guide open, please don't answer. These are fun for everyone to solve. Dog. Oh, look at that. It's Echo, you're right. So that, so Gilder's Passkey, some Sarig's Bane, which I believe one of us is already carrying the Sarig's Bane. Neither of us are carrying any Sarig's Bane. Great. He's got some Sarig's Bane now. What a relief. Let's poison Gorath's sword, because why the hell not? And let's put some Sarig's Bane on his armor, because I don't give a shit about anything anymore. Leave this room. It is a silly place. Drop a bookmark. Now, the animation failed on that so bad, I feel like I'm in the pit. And I don't know if that's what it looked like to you, or I just blinked at the wrong time, but it looks like I swung into the pit and I'm just down in the pit. So that was a little, like, heart-melting for a second. I'm like, are you kidding me? Unless we swung down to the lower level or something, and I'm gonna have no idea what's up now. And we're, I believe we're juiced. Oh, we are very juiced. And I am slowly losing my poison status, which is all I ask. Oh. Okay. Well, we're going to take care of these guys first. I'm going to send Gorath in to attack these dudes. Oh, that naphtha would have been nice. Let's set up... Great. Owen's gonna do that. Gorath's gonna attack those dudes. Owen's gonna move back a bit. Gorath will finish that dude off. That's better. We're gonna blind this guy again, just in case. That guy is still just standing there. I guess he's getting the lay of the land. It's like, okay, are we losing, or maybe we're doing so bad that we're winning? This guy realized that the mage you should have taken care of first. Or did I blind that guy? Is that what's going on here? F. Or is he just so lazy he just didn't want to be bothered to move? I don't know. What do you have? A nothing whetstone. Put that on your armor too, why not? And a bunch of spoiled rations. Nobody cares. What do you have? That's pretty good. We might use that again, in fact, in a bit. Just a bunch of other rogues down here that were dead. And a box. Ah, hey. That's nice. Some rations. Normal ass box with a big ass shovel. Well, we've got a full working excellent shovel. I'm gonna say this key. Excellent. Feel like climbing all the way back up? Yes. They weren't observed. Thankful they'd emerged from the dungeon alive. Gorath made a mental note to say a prayer of thankfulness to Ruthia once they were in safer circumstances. There still was the matter of escaping the outer perimeter of Sar-Sargoth to worry about. Interesting way to gain entrance to a city like this, but here we are. Sar-Sargoth, though a frosty wind skirled dust around the Mordor stronghold of Sar-Sargoth, no snow or ice formed on its ancient battlements. Instead, there was only a lonely howl that whispered between 1,000 pikes, which fanned out in every direction from the fortress, each graced with a decapitated head. Enter that shop, tavern, exit. Let's look here. Ah. Okay, we can read a note. Let's read the note. The use of the stone is ancient, dating since the time of the original Myrmendamus. It would appear, however, that a crystal, preferably an emerald, is required in conjunction with Naylor's rib to properly invoke the Lord of the Void. And then they give you an emerald. Well, now I have an emerald. 57, 50, and 34. So I should probably hang on to that. What's in the shop? Sure. Oh, hey, I can finally buy a hammer. And a practice lute. Just kind of the basic things you might need to get through whatever. Well, I did save a bunch of things so that we could sell them to get money out of them. So let's try selling. Sure. Let's get rid of these brooches to start with. 65 sovereigns only. Okay. What about a shitty thing? Wow, that's worth less? All right. And I hope I don't need a ruby for anything. 54, 89. Some are really cheap ruby. Make some more room in this, up in this bitch. Don't know what's going on. Let's haggle. There we go. Yeah, good. Hey, so I'm poisoned. Do you have anything for that? Yes, in fact we do. I can't believe I forgot I had this on me the whole time. Damn it! There! Oh, that's two different things. Okay, so you can have enhanced. So Sarig's Bane and what was the other thing? I don't know. Steelfire enhancement? I don't really know. Yeah, Arclight, no, I completely forgot. You thought I wasn't using them for good reasons. Like, no, I just completely forgot that I had those on me. Like an idiot. Alright, let's see here. So we could sell on our emeralds. I kind of want to hang on to the diamond until we get to somewhere where I can maybe make more money off of them. But also, I guess we're not hard up for cash right now. It's interesting to see, like, we're at 1142 at the moment. We don't need to buy things like new armor or swords or anything else like that. So it really does kind of feel like all the stuff that we have I guess it makes sense to be like, sell, like, hold on to some stuff, but it's like, well, how many of these emeralds am I really going to need? And there's lots of other places you can always sell gems everywhere. My thing is I want to be able to ensure that I have a hammer on me and a whetstone, and that whetstone has 15 charges on it. That's pretty good. We have pretty much all the other things we need to kind of get out of here. I have my little combat tricks and stuff if I need them. We have lots of rope. We have lots of the other things that we need. The needs are the things, right? It's like, these are the things that I want to ensure that I have those things on me. I don't think we need anything else. The Ring of Prandir's got 7 charges on it. It's still operating technically. So I think we're fine. Sorry, I'm just reading Jaded Cynic's thing about how, because Newfoundland is a half hour off from the rest of the Atlantic time zones, being able to say the world ends at midnight, 12:30 in Newfoundland. It is a common, if you are from Canada, then you have watched CBC and you've watched them go, Hockey Night in Canada tonight at 7 p.m., 6 Central, 5 Pacific, or whatever, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific, 12:30 Newfoundland. Like, you always hear them end on Newfoundland no matter what order they're doing them in. They always end with when it is in Newfoundland. There's a tavern here, which is weird as hell. Unaware until he stepped into the room that he had been chilled. Well, we've done that before with the commons. Boy, there's a lot of people and stuff going on in here. Let's bard. We like this song here in the Northlands. You think that we'd have a different song we would play up north? Didn't make a lot of money, but that's fine. So we got a finger, another finger, another finger, another finger, a talk, a finger, a barmaid, a bard, and an exit. So many fingers to finger. Let's start with him. Failed love affair with a married woman. Friendly talk, find yourself a jungler. Failed love affair with a married woman. The man had the look of a mercenary. Unkempt and unshaven, he certainly was not hired with a group, though in larger companies, the captains required discipline of self as well as discipline of sword, neither characteristics which seemed in evidence in the man's stubbled face. His eyes also seemed to reflect a vacant stupidity, a quality undesirable in any clan chief, but a positive boon for soldiers in the field. Delacan pays well, he said, swilling down the contents of the ale cup in his grasp, but I can't say I much care for his drinks. He needs to hire Keshians rather than Quigians if he wants to improve his stock. I don't believe that is what most interests him, Gorath replied. His loss, the man said. His loss. Same thing again for this guy. Barmaid. Nope, don't need anything from you. I apologize. Talk. Gambler is out of money. We talk to that guy. Barmaid, bard, exit. That guy, that guy, that guy, that guy, and talk. I believe we have talked to everybody we possibly can. They were ignored. Yeah. I guess we're done here. This is basically where you come to bard a bit, so you might earn some more money, so you can buy some rations and then get the hell out of here. So if I click on enter, what does that actually do here? Enter that shop, tavern, exit. Enter probably takes me back down inside. Yeah, we just stared at the dungeons. You wish to return to them, the mortal asked? What are you thinking? Boy shrugged. It's your decision, Gorath. Do you want to go back down there? No! Someone's going to come out of nowhere and be like, ho there, and want to talk to us. So, Sarsargoth. Now, obviously the fun is in getting a chance to explore everything around here. It does tell you to take the spy note from Sarsargoth as well, which is weird. Why would I need that? Oh, okay. Apparently you need the spy note if you want to do what you're going to do. So, yes, we'll go into the imposing fortress city of Sarsargoth. I'll grab that spy note. And there, now we are properly armed. Yeah, it says read the note, but don't discard until you found Naylor's rib. There's a tavern and a shop. Do whatever you need to do. The first thing you need to do is locate Naylor's rib. The areas west, south, and east are riddled with enemies. So, but also, we're just gonna keep running into dudes to fight, I guess. Great. No, I'm here for a rumble. Come on. Are you gonna step to me or not, Doctor Strange? Come on. I don't think he has a weapon at all. We never saw one on him. Oh, I see. Is that how it's gonna be? Yeah, Owen might bite it here if he's not careful. Yeah, okay. I need to get to that guy. There we go. All right, so not dead. Just not doing very well. Shall we camp briefly? Or until healed? Gorath of the Greenheart clan. His death was slow and torturous. Owen gasped, looking from one headstone to the next. He was horrified to find that each bore either his or Gorath's names. How can they have made these stones so quickly? They are possessed of an evil magic, these stones. They are known as the Terror Stones. Condemned of Sarsargoth are sometimes on the eve of their execution brought to this place and interred so that their head remains above ground. Until the time they are to die, they gaze onto their names and often go mad. I can only assume Delicon intended that we were to be brought here. After people are executed, are they buried here? We are like unto the Eladel in our ways of the dead. Once a mortal falls in death, that which lies upon the ground is a living thing no more, only rotting meat, unworthy of further attention. Only when we intend great insult do we inter our kin. Interesting. Well, let's camp at the Terror Stones until it is light out. so that I can see things. You've got nothing I want. You've got nothing I want. Well, maybe I'll take those from you. Okay. Okay, somebody we're going to talk to at least.
Our dungeons were not to your liking.
Lialan! I was beginning to believe Delicon had slain you. He will be infuriated that you escaped. You sound imminently pleased at that prospect. Why this charade, Lialan? You can't believe in Delicon's activities any more than I, and yet you support his cause. You command a respectable tribe and have almost as much power. Almost? You forget who engineered your escape from Sargoth all these months ago? Who do you think directed Delicon's rats into the snow plains while Obkar's family scrambled to safety? That was my doing. If not for my help, the Six would surely have crushed your tribes from the Green Heart. Were you responsible for it? No, I had nothing to do with your escape this time. Whatever you may have done, you've achieved on your own. Your first escape served my purposes, but your continued survival is of nothing to me. If neither threatens nor advances my cause, then you will help me again? I will consider my efforts an investment against the future of the Northlands, Gorath. They will gain me little now, but perhaps at a later day your help may be useful. I will alert my spies to whatever your needs may be. To be honest, I don't believe you will achieve much beyond your own survival, but even that may prove to be my boon. Well, let's talk, and you'll tell me about Naylor's Rib. That'll be nice. You consort with the monster, Lialan. Tell us a way, and we shall murder him in his sleep. Show us a secret passage, and we shall drink his blood and buy the mortal out of their pact of blood. And what shall become of us? Morelf will then step into his father's place and use our treachery to light the fires under our pursuers. Delicon must fight this battle and our kin die with him on foreign soil for feudal cause. Only then will the other clans who wait to join him know that we cannot unify under a banner of death. Their failure taught them no lesson after Myrmindamus betrayed us in the field, and this shall come to no new conclusion. We want the same things, Gorath, though I intend to claim what you fear. I will take the throne of the nations of the north when Delicon has fallen to Kingdom Blades. Ah, so Gorath had an opportunity to take the throne if he wanted to. I will lead. I don't know whether I should laugh or weep at that suggestion, Lialan, but I favor you over his bastard Get Morelf. I think there's just an error there. His bastard Get, I guess, like as his bastard child. The Get being a noun there. Ah, Get is in begotten. There we go. Naylor's Rib. There have been few occasions I have had to visit Naylor's Rib. I forgot its location. It lies south of here as the crow flies a few minutes from the front gates of Sargoth. I have not been there in a long while. That's easy. Freedom. Again, I must seek help in the kingdom. Prince Arutha's army must be there to meet Delicon. Maybe prove more difficult than you imagine. Delicon is called for Narab's head. Why should that be? If not for Narab, I would still be loose in this kingdom. In the kingdom. I do not know what fires burn in his mind, but they smoke like madness to me. Narab has called on his clan to surround us, though they can be of little threat to us here. The Six will crush them hopelessly, but they can restrict us for a time. The more that Narab plays the fool, the more time it will gain us, though I could wish he were doing it elsewhere. Is there no way past his clan? Not unless you may know how to bring down the dark god's wrath from Naylor's Rib. I can't imagine a way until the Six arrive. The battle? For what goal does Delicon do this? There can be nothing gained by attacking a single castle on the frontier of the kingdom. He tells those who rally to him that Myrmindamus lives, that he is captive within the kingdom, and that he intends to free him from captivity. None saw him die at Sethanon. What advantage is there in that for Delicon? Step aside and let Myrmindamus retake his place on the throne? I would easier believe you the mistress of death than Delicon one who longs for his ancient master. It would seem then that there is one among the mortal who thinks. I too have wondered at what he wishes to gain, and I may only conclude he plots to get something from Myrmindamus in exchange for freeing him. He had great powers, greater even than the Six who now work for Delicon. Perhaps he believes he can learn the secrets of our former leader's powers. The Six? Whence did Delicon's magicians come? They were spoken of in Harlech before first I left the Northlands. Did they advise? And more, they plan great schemes into the night with him, meetings to which even I am no longer privy. They are the ones who recommended the extermination of your tribe. They speak of the lowborn as if their lives are without value. It is as if they live for the complexities of intrigue. Little else seems to matter to them. When they buy their wine, with what coins do they bargain? None. They carry only gems, rubies of low quality. They toss them about as if they were as common as seeds. They abide in Sarsargoth? When they are with Delicon, at the moment they have gone south with Morelf to Harlech. I believe they mean to round up others of your tribe who've been reluctant to join Delicon's throng. Ooh, okay, so the 6 are in Harlech, probably. Alright. It sounds like we need to get to Neller's Rib. And it also sounds like it's directly south of here. How south is south of here? Okay. We're gonna have to fight a bunch of dudes, aren't we? God, just getting poisoned left, right, and center. F it. These guys have gotten smarter. It feels like, anyway. Owen's on fire again. But just that. Excellent. Should probably turn on his abilities. Anything interesting? Some rations. All right. Say south of here as the crow flies. Ah. Some normal ass rations. A bird shot into the sky. All right, something is coming. Ting. Yeah. A trap. Oh. Okay, so we can't step backwards. We're going to use our assessment to figure out what these are. Ah, Highland Ogres. They have casting abilities. I'm camping for free. That's good. Okay. Gorath leaves. How is that a thing? That's very peculiar. You're like, oh, try using it, and I'm like, I feel like if I did, we're gonna put a thing down. I feel like if I picked it up and used it, it just ruins my equipment somehow. Ah, no, it's just a dead hammer. It just... Let's repair my armor. Sharpen that sword. Bloop. We need to work actual south here. And Sarsargoth is... Okay. You know, it might help. There's, I think that's where one of the... Oh. It's a dude. Maybe I'll turn up his defense while we're at it, too. Those are probably poisoned arrows. Oh. No. All right. That it does kind of help to explain why these guys are stronger than I expected. If you have some dudes who are walking around with very nice walking around some very nice armor to kind of take the edge off our hits. Not that one. That's good. Don't need that. Still trying to work our way south, though. Some very solid hits. Gorath needs some rest. All right. Oh, and I feel like I need to give Owen all the anti-venom. Yeah, we need some rest. That's fine. We'll get them. We'll get some rest. $83.70. 83. Okay, so I'm unable to click on another dude. That's that dude with all that. Oh, wow. I mean, we're not giving up our armor for not blessed armor. Yeah, we're going to have to dupe that anti-venom. Not yet, but soon. I think I got everything off these guys. It's hard to tell. Well, see, I think I've seen 5 different dudes now. Okay. I assume I want to go south more of here. 4 things over there. Attackable dudes. Does that guy just not give a shit about us for some reason? Or is it a ghost? Ah. Another emerald. Okay, well, we'll take that one. Bird. Put into a pit, locked behind a steel grate, guarded all through the night, still it goes out. The tide. No. Air? Fire? Fire? Fire! Fire! Oh. Wyvern's egg? I always like saying wyvern because of the Y in it. I have no idea why we're not getting attacked, and I don't care. No visible flesh, nor blood, no bone, but given time, they will walk alone. No visible flesh, no blood, nor bone. Given time, they will walk alone. What's something that walks that's not actually a thing? Eggy. Eggs? It's eggs. Here's a little fun thing. What's this? Night Fingers, I already have it. I already had a bout of the Night Fingers. Yeah, no visible. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to pick up Night Fingers, and we definitely don't need that. And a brooch that we kind of don't need, but I don't care. If we are so stealthy that those guys can't see us, if that's actually what's going on here, I'm surprised that we're getting away with this. Bird. I thought there were those were the 4 things to click on, I think. Yes, these 3 and then... That's good. I'm glad. What else is over here? I just missed 4 things, and then these. I guess this doesn't go anywhere. This is just tops of mountains and shit. There's 4 things here, and there's 4 things there. The tent was open, but there was nobody inside. While Gorath stood watch out front, Owen went inside to look around. There were several piles of wood and some woodworking tools along one wall of the tent and some unfinished chests near the other. Have you found anything? Gorath called. No, just some wood and some tools. Looks like someone's building some chests. There was a short pause, then Owen heard Gorath say, yes, or perhaps taking some apart. I don't think I need any of this stuff. Yeah, I think we're doing fine. Don't care about that. I mean, maybe I should. It's showing it to me. All the things I can click on. Neat. Medium crossbows, heavy string, Kalim's dialectic, which we already have in another place. Don't need to restring my crossbow at this point. There's supposed to be 4 of these things that I click on. There's the other one. And a light string, which I don't need either. Keep forgetting who has the... Maybe up here? Where the hell are we, actually? In... It's just a short walk south, they said. Some fields. And a house. And no one lives in there. Ah. Arclight's got a map for me. Oh, the Northlands are just like a big U shape, and we're on one side of the U. Okay, I think we've gone too far south. I think we need to work our way back up towards Sarsargoth somehow. But it is also break time. So let us drop a save near this weird house. 57. Save. And I'm going to take a break while this music plays. So be back in a few minutes. All right. Back to more Play It Forward. Oh on the Loading Ready Run Entertainment Network. I saw what y'all said, that we actually want to go back over to this range, and I imagine if we go back the way we came, we stand a much less chance of encountering bad guys. I mean, we will still encounter some bad guys, because I'm going to walk a little more direct to where I need to go. Nope. That red dot up there apparently is where we wanted to go all along. The animal was dead. Wait, is this not it? All right, well, we'll camp until morning. I'll look around. Oh, here we go. This must be Naylor's rib. The note we found said to put a... This must be Naylor's rib. The note we found said to put an emerald on the notch at the top. Why can't I do it? Let's just try it one more time. This must be Naylor's rib. The note we found said to put an emerald in the notch at the top. What do you think? Yes. Gorath took an emerald and carried it carefully to the stone slab. When he was still several steps away, the gemstone began to feel very warm in his hand, and by the time he reached the slab, the stone was crackling and shooting small sparks as from a piece of struck flint. It was all he could do to drop it in the dust. Fighting the pain, which was growing in intensity with every inch, he jammed the emerald into the notch atop the stone. A blast of energy slammed him to the ground. Shielding their eyes from the flood of swirling light that was now emanating from the slab, they watched it gleam and pulse, heard it scream and shriek, felt it burn and electrify with blasts of energy greater than a lightning-filled storm. It stopped as suddenly as it began, and still shaking, they climbed to their feet, trying to regain their scrambled senses, blinking to see again, yawning to unplug their ears, stretching to soothe their aching bones. Now, according to the guide, what that means is 19 combats have been completely wiped out. 98 enemies have been just completely destroyed, meaning that we can just, if we find bodies, we can just pick at the bodies. Are there more combats outside of that? Maybe. I don't actually know. I'm kind of tempted to be like, well, do we want to go check out Cairn and Raglim and Wyke, and then Harlick and Armengar, and like, I mean, we're closer to these ones, so it might be easier to just kind of swing around this way. Let's have a look at what the guide says. Oh yeah, also here's a fun thing. If you are playing the free download version, or a copy of the free download version, please note it contains the infamous Northlands bug. This bug will cause the game to freeze when you click some houses, a well, and most annoyingly, Naylor's rib in the Northlands. You can easily bypass this bug by turning off the game's sound and music in the preferences menu. It's quite safe to play with the sound on most of the time. If you remember to bookmark or save the game before you click anything. Also keep in mind that a small portion of Chapter 5 takes place in the Raglimere of the Northlands, and this bug may also manifest there. You can download a patched version of the game from the NetCombat site, which is linked to, but you can probably just get patched versions of it now in other places to ensure that you're not going to have this problem anymore. So here's a bunch of guys. Did we already pick on them? I think we picked on these guys already. And what's funny is because there's a shop in Sarsargoth, we didn't fight these guys. there's the potential for, hey kid, do you want to make some money? Pick up all their stuff, run it back, trade it in. I don't need any of these things. Oh, that oilcloth is good, though. As we found. What's interesting is, I mean, as you've mentioned now, it's a good thing it didn't come with friendly fire. And after a fashion, I mean, yeah, that's kind of the point. Like, we activated it, and somehow, gods be praised, it didn't completely, like, it didn't ruin our day. How much do we have left for that? No, that's fine. It just took out all these guys along the route. Now, the downside, obviously, is that by not having a chance to fight these guys, we are not going to... Oh. We're not going to be able to, like, go up levels or anything because of it. All right, so... if I go east... is that where I wanted to go? Yeah, I want to go east into that corner there. Looked here already. And we're at Cairn. I don't know why we want to be in Cairn exactly, but that's where we are. Everyone's sleeping, so we might as well wait until morning. Gorath frowned at the door, then turned to leave. Wait a minute, cried Owen. Where are you going? Do you know who lives here or something? Gorath, annoyed, turned around and went to the door. He knocked lightly. There doesn't seem to be anybody here. He was interrupted by the sound of the door creaking open. The door was to his back, so only Owen could see the pained look on Gorath's face. He turned around slowly. There was instant recognition on the face of the female mortal. They obviously knew one another. She smiled at Gorath salaciously and pulled his reluctant form into her house, leaving Owen standing in front of the door. After several minutes, Gorath returned, backing out of the house and nodding. What was that all about? Owen asked with a grin. Nothing, just an admirer, said Gorath. She didn't have much news we don't already know. Let's get out of here. Used to be a shop. Nobody shop it. No one's lived in that place. This is the shop. Airdrew and Company. And it appeared is a buy-sell only. Pretty much just normal things to buy. I'm feeling pretty good about where we're at. I like that this is one of the only chapters that every time you come out of something, it's like, well, there's music to be played to kind of remind you that you're in a you're in a place where maybe you don't want to be. Let's go south from here. Gorath knocked on the wooden door and patiently waited for an answer. When the door swung open, he found himself staring down at a small child. Seeing Gorath, his eyes widened. Seeing Owen, they got even wider, and he disappeared back into the house, just as his mother came forward. She spoke to Gorath in Moradal, as though she knew him, but scowled every so often at Owen. She had the child bring some fresh water, and after a few more words with Gorath, closed the door. Her husband, along with most of the males in the area, have left to fight with Delican. The females and children must fend for themselves. Is it that easy for your race to just leave everything behind like that? Asked Owen. Gorath turned to the young magician with a somber look in his face. They did not have a choice. And where are we now? Cool. I don't think I actually touched that one, did I? Or was that the shop? That's the shop. Okay. So from here, I believe if we work our way south, we are going towards Raglan and Wyke. All right. Just this tent. Poisoned rations. Poisoned rations. Poisoned rations. A chest. What ranges far and cannot be confined, yet stays in one spot? The correct one will open this chest. What ranges far and cannot be confined, yet stays in one spot? The correct one will open this chest. I mean, that's a... Yeah, answers? P.S. I mean, thought is a pretty good one. That's what it is. Thoughts. I don't know if anybody here reads Bob the Angry Flower, but there was a... we're gonna get in a fight. Oh, shit. Okay, we are going to use Thoughts Like Clouds on that dude. And I think it worked. And Gorath now has to make a decision. No. No, I think we're just gonna go fight this one. And then Owen's going to blind the rock thrower. Gorath's gonna attack again. And Owen's gonna blind the other dude. We need to get through to the... There we go. I need to take out that, Oh, shit. That's good. Then I blind the giant. And now we find out what it is. The Tor Giant. There we go. Woo! I don't think the giants have much of anything on them. This sucks. I have no idea who I'm looking at because the body is always a body down here. Okay, I'm gonna assume that nobody had anything on them. Where are we? Probably getting pretty close to Raglan, aren't we? Oh. So let's camp until healed. That seems pretty good. Oh, more dudes. Let's put down a bookmark and see what happens. Whoa. Gorath counted, although he had beaten tremendous odds in his various adventures, he knew the sheer numbers of opponent could easily overwhelm them. We won't be able to take all these fellows. Maybe we can try another tactic to get by them. No. That's probably to keep you from going off to, yeah, that's probably to keep you from going off to Raglan right now. Raglan is east, which I can't do. And this southwest path probably takes me down towards, takes me down towards Wyke, I think it was. I mean, it'd be funny if the way to do it is like, you leave them like poisoned rations or something and that kills them. Hi. Let's get our let's get drunk. It's nice to know that the game does have the thing built in so you can't drink like a ton of stuff all at the same time. It's like, this is your choice. You get to drink this and that's how it's going to work. Put this back on here and we're going to sharpen a sword and then we're going to take a step forward and fight. Oh, the creatures howled. Ah. Alright, thoughts like clouds for that guy. That's probably Despair Thy Eyes. Gorath takes that guy out. Oh. Nope, not you. Well, maybe you can hit him? That might be fun. Do we bring him back? Sure. No. I remember seeing a video game where they had the how the harvesting thing worked is if everybody landed together, that it showed you, here's all the bodies that are in this clump, and now here's what you can do to, I guess we have as many of those as we can have. Here's the bodies in this clump, and here's your, I guess we can get rid of the nail or rib node as well. You can pick from any of these Hell yeah, look at that. Keshian Tapir just laying about. I mean, too bad it's, you know, not as good as that. What is around here? There's some stuff over there, but we probably just want to head south. I think the Nailer's Rib thing just takes care of a lot of enemies on the way to on the way that I'm supposed to be going, as opposed to circle of holes, a trap. Well, this will be fun. First, let's push that forward one. That's good. Gorath goes this way. Owen waits. Gorath goes over to here. Owen waits. Gorath goes this way? Okay, hang on. Yeah, I might have messed it up. I mean, I'm not sure how else you do it, though, because the moment you walk in front of the first blaster, it's going to hit you to try to hit the other thing. Like, are you supposed to go around the other way? Yeah. Just had Gorath tank it. I could mirror wall, true, but the yeah, you know what? We'll just camp till healed. If there's something we have a lot of, it's rations and time. What is in this area? There was that tent that we just saw. There's this bridge. Across the bridge. There's something to our... There we go. Really anything that important, but there it is. I think this might be Wyke. It sure is. Holy shit. So if you want armor for any reason, and it's damaged, White Costume Warehouse. Anything abandoned in here? Oh, what's this? The Fetters of Rhyme. Just laying about. 45, 34, probably can't dump it in here, can we? Nope. So we'll give it to Gorath. Give the other one to Gorath. I could take the scroll, we could sell it. I don't see why. That's the shop. No one's lived in that room. Wyke. Used to be a tavern. Oh. Steam rose from the small well. Holding his hands over the opening, Owen could feel the heat rising off the water far below. It seems strange to put a drinking well so close to the river, but I've heard stories of these special wells. The water's supposed to have mild healing properties. Shall we take a drink? Yes? Gorath scooped some water from the well, waited for it to cool, and then took a small sip. The water warmed him and had no strange taste or smell. He waited for a telltale numbing of his mouth or tongue, and after several minutes, when he still felt fine, urged Owen to take a drink with him. The water made Owen feel warm inside, and after a few minutes he felt stronger. Let us take some of this fine water with us, said Gorath, removing his water pouch from his pack. No, Owen said. If I recall the story, too much of this water can be poisonous. Perhaps you would take another drink and be on our way. Did that heal us? I can't really tell if it did. This house over there, too. The mortal who answered Gorath's knock had a long scar that ran from just above his eye to an unseen spot under his chin. He greeted them in mortal. I am Gralek. Why do you come here? Gorath asked if they could enter, and the mortal reluctantly agreed. As he led him into his house, Owen noticed that he had almost no use of his right leg. Shuffling inside, he explained his deformity to Gorath. I have followed Myrmindamus into Kingdom territory. We attacked a very strong fortress there, and just as we finally gained our entry, flames from hell engulfed us. Now I can no longer fight. My brothers have joined a new leader, and even now they prepare for a fresh attack. My blood burns to join them, but I cannot. Gorath conversed with the mortal for a few minutes more, then he motioned for Owen it was time to leave. No one's lived in there. And I want to go over to that other house that's way over here that I can only see from this side. How do I get over there? I think I have to go back up to go visit that. So we gotta go back up anyway. I don't think we get to leave this place from here. Yeah. Shell and a bunch of spoiled rations. And there's a dude. That's too many dudes. Okay. Yep, we're not allowed to leave this way. Oh. More rations. We've talked to everybody we were going to talk to along here. And the only way to get across, I guess, is to go all the way back up to here. And try to cross through this area. That seems about right. No one's lived in there for some time. I'm not taking extra ones at this point. Yeah. Can't cross over to there. Nope. Okay. I think we've done what we were going to do in this area. Whatever. We'll walk a little bit in the dark. It's so bright when it's snowy out. Ah, a fight. Fine. No. Gorath is not fast enough to catch that dude. Is he fast enough to shoot him with an arrow? Apparently not. Well, let's give it another shot. Can't miss all the time. I mean, you can. I'm not going to be the one who stops you. Very nice brooch. Sure. Tons of rations, don't need those. Gorath looked at the small well and couldn't help but remember the day it was built. The hole was no sooner dug than the skies opened up. Rain fell for several straight hours, making the completion of the job a muddy, slippery mess. He smiled as he remembered his friend, Drolek, slipping backward into a large puddle. How they had laughed. His smile faded as he remembered the day Drolek left to follow Myrmindamus. He had not returned. Come on, said Gorath, let's fill up our pouches with fresh water and leave this place. Gorath paused in front of the door, then, much to Owen's amazement, he pushed it open without knocking and walked inside. Kulik's house. Inside, the cottage felt more house than home, empty save for shards of broken crockery in one corner and a few rudely made stools for sitting. The witch's home was nearly as cold as the winds which howled inside. Talk or go home?
Your journey disagrees with you.
Your husband is at last returned. Husband? How so? Clan leader? By what right? Upon a time you held all those titles with dignity and honor. Around you, the clan Ardanian was curled like a golden dragon, ready to rise up at your word and crush whatever lay in your path. Where is that dragon now? Why does it sleep? Kulik, is that all you dream of beneath your strange stars? A dead past? What value in all Myrmindamus' speeches did we gain but to learn that we are weak? What spirit did we discover and defeat except that we corrupt from within? The time has come to blunt our blades and look to our own, to put down the monsters that we have become. What destiny would you have of the mortal, Gorath? Should we bend our heads to the earth once more, enslave ourselves to the will of the Eladel who live in Elvandar, much as we tremble beneath the Valheru in black centuries past? Their queen Aglarana will not accept us back into the fold as family, but instead as slaves. You've seen our brethren that have returned to them. What are they but gilded bulls in elven servitude? I know not whether they rejoice or weep under their midnight stars, but their children grow to great ages. They trade freely under the kingdom's sun. We must fight for so little as a loaf of bread and kill our cousins lest they steal our kits from their dreaming. It is time that we become more than savages. Why have you come here, Gorath? Surely not to debate a love that between us is dead. No, I need your help, but for a short time longer, and then I will be away and leave you to your own. So much I ask for my former wife. You then may be free to do as you see fit. In the name of one I loved once, I listen and I will do as I can. Speak, Gorath. Scrying? We need of you a scrying. What road will lead us to safety? I needn't consult the stars for your answer, for I have looked upon it for days since you left. Delicon masses in the kingdom's borders, the bands of the clans Krita, Dargalas, and Werdu flutter on the fields near Raglam. I would seek no passage south of the Teeth that leads by the kingdom of fortresses of Northward nor High Castle. Doubtless Narab shall be at their head. Yeah, we went there. To both. Narab has turned on the old wolf. Sar-Sargoth is encircled with his clan. He shall not trouble us. Nonetheless, the armies are gathering. You will find none among them friends. Neither may you pass across the great northern mountains near Morielin. Moriel works with the Six to ensure that none of the former clans of the Green Heart may escape through the fringes of Olvander. Lim's Kragma feast in his soul. He believes if we cannot run, we will join his accursed march. Again, your only means of escape lies along the Inklindel. For whatever reason, the Six have allowed the snows to lift. Perhaps they are otherwise occupied focusing their magics. More on the Six. These Six who now serve Delicon, from what clan do they arise? Perhaps their loyalties may be reversed. They are mighty in their arts, husband, far beyond even my powers. They claim the ancient title of Spellweavers, though they are vastly different from those of our magical cousins in Elvander. Elvandar. Some suspect they hail of the Serpent People, but long it has been since I touched the mind of those folk in the Northlands. Illusion? If we are to slip undetected through the Inklindel, we may require your skills of illusion. One such as you summoned when I first escaped One such as you summoned when I first escaped Delacon's men. You know not what you asked. That spell was great in its fashioning and left of my power nothing for a month. I cannot follow where you go, for I believe yours is a coward's path. Owen fidgeted, unable to pick up meanings out of the harsh-sounding mortal tongue. He nonetheless understood the tone of the conversation between Gorath and the strange mortal woman. Whatever they were saying, they weren't in agreement. She will speak with you, Gorath snapped, his face flushed with rage as he stalked to the window. Listen to what she says. But how will I understand what she's saying? Owen said. I don't know mortal. Weoda Alduin, Kulloch whispered, gliding to his side. She gently took his hand and began to stroke it. Weoda Alduin, Owen, you will understand. It seemed days had passed. What happened? Owen shook his head and was shocked to find himself lying on the ground. Above him, Gorath and Kulloch were watching with intense interest as he regained consciousness. What kind of spell did you cast on me? What you have been taught is special, Kulloch replied, helping Owen to his feet. You now understand all I speak to you, and you will also find your skills as a spellcrafter are much greater than they were before. Walk around a bit. My husband and I have more to discuss. Oh, I probably just got a boost to my casting accuracy. Morelf? If we should encounter Morelf in the 6, I should like to be better prepared to meet him. There is a spell I crafted once that I may teach the boy. I thought you would have. It is an illusion which bends the perceptions of those nearby in such a way that they cannot see you for who you truly are. Instead, you are seen as a resident of the area which you wish to enter. It has been specifically tailored for the town of Harlech, perhaps of use to you when you deal with Morelf. If you have 800 silver, I may teach it to Owen, or equal sum of gold, I may buy the silver I require. You would charge us for this? While it is within my rights to do so, I require silver because it is needed for the fashioning of the spell. Do you have the coin? Yes! It's like 80 sovereigns. It's nothing. The money is yours. Do what must be done. Very well. Owen, please come here a moment. I'm not going to end up unconscious on the floor again, am I? You shall remain on your feet throughout the whole lesson. We shall begin. Time passed. His head swimming with the details of the spell, Owen repeated the cantrip line by line back to Kulloch. When she seemed satisfied he had learned all its details, she nodded her head. You've learned well, she said. Go and rest for a few moments. Escape. Escape! I thank you for saving our lives. Without your assistance, my companion and I would have perished under Delacon's hand. I would not wish your death, but I am not to thank for your recent escape. Why would you think me a part of it? Magic was involved. While we were captives, someone released us from our bonds. I had assumed you were responsible. Someone else acts in your favor, Gorath. It was not I. I should question who it is and what their motives for doing so would be. Goodbye. I bet they have. Let's have a look at Owen's abilities. He is now a full 100% caster, which means I don't have to concentrate that anymore. We can just concentrate defense and we'll see that go up. And your crossbow accuracy went up, apparently. That's good too, Gorath. Well, that's awesome. We could concentrate melee. That would be fun. We've been hitting enough. You know what? F it. We're going to do that. So, funny thing, because we drank from that special well, I think it's the special well, there's supposed to be a, there's supposed to be a tent, west of Combat 25. It's near where the eggs chest, the fire chest, a locked chest, and a tent, and the eggs chest had a Nightfinger scroll. So, if we have that map open, do I still have that map open? I have no idea if these guys actually say the same combats. But wherever the eggs chest was, there's supposed to be a tent nearby where I can find things. This is according to the other help web, not the Mike's RPG Center one. But I can find a copy of Unfortunate Flux, which I don't need because we bought it for 800 gold. All right, there's some more things over there. Wait, we did those. Were there 3 over here or just 2? Okay, and if we go down and around. Oh, perfect. It is 11 o'clock. Means I got to take another break. So we're just going to drop a save. And I know they've been kind of coming at weird intervals, but I want to be sure that I get some of them done. We're going to take a break, and I'm going to see whether or not I want to actually finish for the night or not. So for now, we're going to go to commercial. I'll come back. We'll see what happens. So sit tight. All right, welcome back. We are going to wrap up the stream, but not just yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until morning. We're going to poke through these 3 things here because we're right here. And we're going to go find those spells because we might as well. Is this actually a good time to do the... let's say none to that. What do I need to dupe here right now? Need to dupe those things. Need to dupe a lot of things, in fact. Should dupe that too. Okay. How much can we fill the hole with? Okay, just that much. Let's take the spider back, because definitely don't want to lose that. Take... give the rope to Gorath. Let's always give something to somebody to do something else. Give 1 to Owen so he can put it in the hole. Gorath dupes. And then he does all that. And then we do the same thing for the Fatimor's formula. Didn't need to do that. Crap. That's going to make things complicated. Owen's got room for that one. He can drink that. Great. Full round there. Put that one in there. Gorath dupes that. He has 1 remaining here. Put that on him there. Give that one to Owen. It's good for melee. Why not? So we've done True Sight T. We've done that, and we've done that. That's good. Give 1 to Owen. Dupe the whole thing. Put it back. I think that's fine. Take that one. Just drop that on his armor. And we'll put the shovel back on him, and we'll put the whetstone back there. There, we did our duping. We don't need those. I'll take that, why not? Who cares? And I've heard tell that up here somewhere there are... I was going to say there are chests, but first there are enemies. Oh, good. All right. So first we confuse enemy spellcasters. Seemed to work. Owen's got a lot of work to do here. Let's see. We can probably blind most of these dudes. And what else can we do? Let's give Gorath Skin of the Dragon for the time being, so he doesn't get completely ruined. And now I need to ruin some days. All right, first up, you. And there. We're going to powder bag this guy. Zot that dude. Oh, he is definitely going to escape. Kind of shrug that off. What do I want to do here? Should have just killed the caster. There we go. I forgot Owen drank a strength formula and also drank the he also drank the accuracy. Good stuff. 81%. I mean, because Gorath is not doing too well. So we will definitely need to sleep, camp. Big heavy crossbow. Camp until healed. No, I don't like walking around in the dark. It's too hard to see. Have some enchanted quarrels. Wrath of Killian, which I do not believe I have. I do not have that. I do not have room for that. I do not have any room for this. Fortunately, it's consumable. We are full up on bullshit, but now I have Wrath of Killian, and I don't know what it's good for. That's fine. Small tent seemed just like the rest. Owen pulled back the front flap and looked inside. Whoever left these tents must have been in a big hurry, huh? He asked. Gorath was scanning the horizon. He shook his head. Yes, this is strange indeed. Take a look inside. Perhaps they left something behind in their hasty exit. Oops. You can have that back. You can have that back. Poison. Wonderful. Oh, there were 4 tents. Okay, so there was one more place that we need to go to look in that there was a tent somewhere along here that should have the unfortunate flux in it, and I just wanted to go by there to see it, and it appears to be probably just a little north of where I'm standing, in fact. Oh, not north of where I'm standing. No, northwest of where I am. Oh, right. Because this is the blast that got rid of all those dudes. So we shouldn't run into anybody else along here unless it's an ambush for some reason. I think I need to go to that L-shaped rock over there. Guess they're mountains. It's all these guys, which I think I beat up beforehand. Well, I don't see it. I don't see a tent or anything over here. Though also, it's not as if I need it, right? I already have Unfortunate Flux. I don't really need to have it. Did we do this? Who knows? Maybe we did this. No, we did not. And I don't think... Well... That's good. I think we're going to call it there. Where are we at the map? You can see, if you're following along the map, we are a little ways south again of Sarsargoth. We're kind of in the dead center of that big map. I have not been watching the chat. Here I am, though. I can see you guys now. Yeah, it's on the other thing. It says if you drink from a magical well and then you enter a nearby tent. Oh, so that magical well we found, there was a tent nearby there, and that's where you find Unfortunate Flux. Okay, no big deal. And what you want to do is there's a spell called "And the Light Shall Lie." And I believe we got that because we were talking to Kullik. Anyway, so there's like the Naked Cicatrix. You can sense magic items, trap chests, food, vessels, Dragon's Breath, creates thick fog, light above ground, and then cast appears to be mortal. Very, you get 2 hours out of that. So it's like you get to go in, do a thing, and get out. And that's good to know, but that, again, isn't a thing that we're going to worry ourselves about at this point. Let's pop down the save for the end of the stream and actually end the stream this time. So, yeah, we're gonna call it there. It's we have a few other things to do. We have missed many chests in this area. I feel like it's there. Most of the chests are largely uninteresting, though. I don't know what the value will be, really. Just looking at the guide some more, and it's like largely there isn't much of there isn't much to be made of, like what we should do. Like it basically at this point it's like get And the Light Shall Lie, which we did. Because until you find it, you have to stay away from Harlech and all the combats surrounding Harlech. But you can go around east of Harlech. You can find stuff like tents and street jumps and all sorts of things. And it's like there's a temple in this area, so we can find the temple and stuff too. But now that we have this thing, like I'm looking at the list for it's like here's the things you should do, and it's like go to Harlech. Well, you might have to miss Harlech completely. Go to Armengar, which is definitely not a place we normally could go. And then do stuff in Armengar. Yeah, it looks like it. Then we're supposed to find Kullik, which we were not supposed to do immediately. I guess we were supposed to be told about Kullik. I don't really know. But it's like, oh yeah, it looks like if you talk to somebody, they'll tell you where you can find Kullik. Then you go find Kullik. Then you swing around. You can go back through Wyke and stuff like that. And so it's like, yeah, and then we go back to Harlech at that point. So it's like, we need to do this whole dance of avoiding Harlech, go to Armengar, do a bunch of whatever so we can go find Kullik. But the issue is that once we've done this, we are kind of like on our way to be able to finish. So yeah. And the walkthrough does mention the Wrath of Killian spell, which we just picked up. It is apparently quite a rare spell to get. So now we have it. That's great. We have it. Nothing else in the walkthrough is really that clear about, like, you need to do X thing or Y thing. So we're going to look out for, I guess, all of next stream. That should all be still in chapter 4. And I feel like we're going to have to go one more stream. So it'll be like this coming Tuesday and this coming Thursday. And let's talk about that, because that's Play It Forward for this evening. Thank you for joining me here on Loading Ready Run. I'm Beej, and we're playing Betrayal at Krondor from 1993, one of my favorite games from that era. And we are on Chapter 4, and I think 2 more sessions means we'll wrap that up and get to Chapter 5, and then we start treading in untrodden ground for me. I've been to Chapter 5. I just don't really know what else I'm supposed to do. A lot of this game is like a blur to me because I never finished it in the first place, never got really that far. I think I got to Chapter 5 and that was about it. And it was like, I'm not doing anything else just yet. So, but it's a good situation to be in. And so, I want to tell you what's coming up next here on the channel. We have tomorrow is, as always, Checkpoint Plus, Chill Point. We'll be doing that. We didn't record Checkpoint this week, but that's fine because we'll still be talking about all the news. You can tune in then. If you ever have people who are like, man, I loved it when you guys would do Checkpoint, but you would always, you always do like a stream afterwards. After you're doing it all live, but then you stream afterwards and talk about all the news and stuff. It's like, yeah, that's what we're doing now on Fridays. And it's been working out pretty good for us. And I guess nobody really knows because they only know from what they see posted, I guess. So anyway, it's out there. Please tell them about that. Also, please tell them what else. Actually, let's talk about what else is up next. Look at my watch. There's the Friday Night Paper Fight, apparently still on the schedule for 1700 hours, 5 p.m. Eastern time. And then my Play It Forward coming up. It's Thursday today. So Saturday is my next one. And then Tuesday after that. But that leads us through then to Sunday after my Play It Forward on Saturday at 8 p.m., 2000 hours Pacific. Rhythm Cafe is at 1600 hours or 4 p.m. Pacific. And then Is This Your Card at 1800 hours or 6 p.m. Pacific. And then Dice Friends on Monday, 9 o'clock, Talking Sim, and Let's Nope. All, of course, on Tuesday. You can find all that out by going to loadingreadyrun.com/live and checking out our schedule. That is the schedule. Let's talk about places, how you can support us. First is store.loadingreadyrun.com, where you can get all sorts of cool merchandise. It is Pride Month, and we do have a Pride shirt, lrr.cc/pride. We'll take you right to the Pride shirt, but otherwise you can just go store.loadingreadyrun.com. store.loadingreadyrun.com takes you to the store. We have all sorts of things, t-shirts, playmats. We have like the Coffee with Surge Keep Cup, which is a great way to take hot drinks with you. Like if you like to go to local cafes and stuff and drink coffee, it's a glass vessel. It's got a nice cork surround on it. It's got a beautiful like silicone lid. It's easy enough to clean. We do recommend you hand wash it because of the cork. Putting it through the dishwasher can damage the cork, but there's ways to remove the cork. You got to be careful, otherwise you might tear it. But that's how things are. But these things I'm holding up are the Blu-ray and DVD set for the season 11 of Loading Ready Run. That was the Year of Lure. We had the Year of Lure Kickstarter, and if you were supposed to get one of those because you backed at a certain level, and you didn't get emailed yet from lurstore@pmcfulfillment.com, we had sent out 2 emails already, but if you're not getting one, it's fine. You can now email lurstore@pmcfulfillment.com. LRR store, all one word, at pmcfulfillment.com. Let them know your backer ID, let them know your full name, and say, like, I think I was supposed to get one of these. I backed for X amount of whatever. We want to make this right for you. We want to make sure we can get the thing into your hand. All the pre-orders on the stores have apparently all been taken care of. We just got Kickstarter stuff to clean up, which I want to get clean. I want to get it so clean. And so help me clean it up. What else? That's store stuff. Let's just, if you are on the store and you find stuff that you want to buy in the store and we're out of it, put your email address in the little blank that says email me when this thing comes back in, and you will get an automated email from the store that lets you know when it comes back in. And I don't email anybody anything for any reason, because I hate it when that stuff happens to me. We just want to let you know when we got the thing in that you're waiting on. Right. So if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much. We do appreciate that you're around and you're subscribed to the channel, hopefully. But go to the main channel and you can sign up for the YouTube memberships on youtube.com/loadingreadyrun. The memberships are a way to financially support all the stuff we do here at Loading Ready Run. And if YouTube is your recommended way to do those kind of things. You can also do it through Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. And join the 2,500 other people who are helping to back us and keep like 20 odd employees afloat and putting money in there. Jibcat's asking, can I just throw money at me directly? If you want to put cash in the mail, that's up to you. It's a huge risk because it might get lost. But yeah, we have a mail time address, I believe, up on the main website. Maybe it isn't. But if you go check for mail time on YouTube, you'll see the addresses there. You can always just send us stuff to our P.O. Box. We're always happy to receive fan mail, fun mail from our fans. And finally, I want to thank all of you on Twitch. And I'm looking over here because that's where the notifications are for everybody who showed up tonight. For example, Dark Morford, who's been here for 86 months. Given the age of this game, that should probably be 486 months. Definitely the 46 era. Electra 310, excuse me. I'm sorry. Electra 310, 310 for 7 months. Thank you so much. Axerts just subscribed, and I missed your subscription, but thank you for showing up and subscribing. I really do appreciate that. Arcalide for 84 months. So many months there. Dramses for 67 months. Drunk Owl for 27 months. We had that raid from Little Puppy Jace. Thank you. Fortuna Rota for 78 months. Matt Wiggins had that raid with 47 raiders, and thank you. And I missed that. I must have been on break because that seems to be what happens. I go on break when he's done the stream. Oil Slick for 56 months. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for resubscribing. 56 is a lot of months. I like 56. Like, it's 8 times 7. I don't know why 8 times 7 is 56. Is always kind of like, it was like the one I think I had to memorize because I couldn't remember the mnemonics or anything to kind of make them make sense. But for whatever reason, 8 times 7 is 56 is always like a weird combination. It's like 8, 7, 5, 6. Those are all numbers that are right near each other. Maybe that's why. Polygriff for 37 months in a row. True Trans Soul Alicia for 57 months. It, again, like I say, so many months. And thank you, Trans Soul Alicia, for that. Trans Soul Alicia, True Trans Soul Alicia, actually subscribed with Prime. So I should say that apparently if you have Amazon Prime, you have a Twitch Prime subscription as part of your Amazon Prime subscription. And you can give that to whomever you want. But, we like it. But give it to whomever you want. That's fine. Also, they're doing a thing right now, I think, for Pride Month, that they're doing 50% off subbing to channels. You got to look into this, because if you have Twitch Prime, then it costs you half as much to sub to a channel. Don't really know how that all works, but do check out, probably advertised on twitch.tv, or if you have Twitch Prime, it's probably in an email you got or something along that line. And so that is the end. I don't have anything further. I think we have covered everybody. Thank you so much for showing up tonight. I do appreciate it. I am just going to look in chat. Oh, 20% off new subs and 20% off gift subs, I guess. This is what I'm seeing from Electra310. So that might probably be the case for you. Is there anything else you guys need to know before I finish for the night? I will wait for 30 seconds or so for any sort of requests to come in. Anything that I need to answer that I may not have answered yet. I don't know why I keep thinking Armengar is actually part of the kingdom and not and instead of being part of the north, because it is definitely part of the north in this. So, meaning of life. The meaning of life is in the living, right? I mean, that's what I think. You can say 42 all you want, but I think the meaning of life is in its living, and that's the nice thing. It's the easiest thing to deal with. Let's see. My favorite candy. Like candy? Candy. I mean, if it was like a sweet treat thing enclosed, I do like, God, dark chocolate is kind of just my favorite thing to eat, like 70%. But, oh, I see. The correct answer to the meaning of life was curry. That's what I had for dinner tonight, so I guess we got there. And now I'm seeing that it's 50% off your sub and 20% off of gift subs. You should just go look to see what it is. When will there be Betrayal at Krondor? Lighting expert, we already had the betrayal, technically. Gorath betraying his countrymen in Krondor. He came to Krondor at the end. Like, by the time we got there at the end of chapter 1, he was basically saying, I'm here to basically tell you there's a thing coming, and that was the betrayal. Now, there might be another one coming that we don't know about yet, or that might already have occurred that we're going to hear about as something that is, who knows. But right now, we know that was supposed to be the betrayal, is that first chapter, this thing has happened. From our, it's a good thing for us, but you know how that is. We'll see if there's another one. There is going to be Play It Forward next week, yes. If it's not on the calendar, I will talk to James. Well, James will probably update the calendar soon, since it is like the beginning of June. And yeah, that's it. We've run through all sorts of questions. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside if you can, and if it's in your area, please get that vaccine. The vaccine's great. I have one. I have my own vaccine. No, I did get vaccinated. It's awesome to just feel like a little bit better about the state of the way the things are in the world, and hopefully I'll get to mix mine maybe, because I took the AstraZeneca vaccine, and maybe BC will be like, we're good with you having your and it's been a few weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, so it's like, we're good with you having the Pfizer or the Moderna, which is the one that in BC they're getting a lot into, but I frankly don't care. If I take another round of the AstraZeneca, I totally will. If I end up having to get 3 shots or something, I totally will. It's, I don't want to take 3 shots. I want there to be other shots for you guys to have some. Please hang in there, though. It sounds like vaccine sharing is ramping up. It's going to be a thing that happens, and God help us, we're going to all get stuck. That's the important thing, is let's get stuck. Yeah, so take care. We'll talk to you later.